Right, good day everyone. Welcome to another beautiful section on the dot concept physics. My name is Mr. Duro, your regular host on this program, and this is where we drop very insightful videos which help you to navigate some of those challenging questions cutting across this curriculum, the GCSE, the A level, as well as the Nigerian curriculum of WAEC and NECO. Right, but in today's lesson, we're looking at the equation triangle, which is one very simple tool for rearranging the questions to solve questions. So those are challenging questions in physics. And our focus today is actually using the equation triangle to solve questions revolving around potential difference, resistance, and current in a simple circuit. Right, so before we get started, let's look at what each of these symbols stand for. What does V stand for? What does I stand for? What does R stand for? And what is the unit and the symbol of these parameters? So the first one, which is, so V actually stands for potential difference. It stands for potential difference. And then the unit of measuring potential difference is volts. Some people used to call it voltage, which is fine. And it's got a symbol V as well, just like the way this is. So it's called V as the unit of potential difference, which is measured in voltage or volt with a symbol V. And the second one is R. R stands for resistance, which is any stop to the flow of current in a circuit. That is resistance, and that is measured in a unit called ohms with a symbol omega. All right, and then you have the last one there, which is I, stand for current, which is how much charges flow through a point in the circuit in 1 second, and that is measured in ampere. Some people choose to call it amps. That is fine, and it's got a symbol A. So A is for the unit of current, which is ampere. Ohms is the symbol for resistance, and V is the unit for potential difference. So these are the three parameters which we use to describe a simple electric circuit. And we're going to use that equation triangle now. How do we rearrange this equation to actually solve any question in physics? Right, so you've got the equation triangle right here, which is that. I'm going to redraw that quickly now. And then the best way to use the equation triangle is from your equation sheet. You can always get the equation that links potential difference, current, and resistance. Right, so you have from the equation triangle, you have V, which is the potential difference right on top, and then you have I, and which is R. If you're struggling to get that equation, you can go to the equation sheet. It's right there. You can see this one that says V equals to I, R. So the first letter is always the one that is on top of the triangle, written at the upper part of the triangle. The I and the R are written at the bottom of the triangle. So you now insert your division and your times symbol. So here you have times, and in between V and I, you have a division, and then between V and R, you have another division sign. With these three symbols, you can actually rearrange the equation to solve any question in simple circuits. For instance, if I ask you to find V, which is a potential difference in the circuit, all you need to do is to cover this up. So this is covered, and then you're left with I and R. So V, which is what you're looking for, is equals to I times R. If I ask you to find resistance in a simple electric circuit, all you have to do is to cover this up, which is R. You can see, so you cover this up and you're left with V and I. So this is covered, and then you have V and I, which is the division sign. So that's going to be R is equals to V divided by I, as you can see. All right, and if I ask you, or if the question asks you to find the current flowing in the circuit, all you have to do is to cover this up. So this is covered, and then you're left with V and R. So I is equals to V divided by R. You see, magic. This simple strategy to rearrange the question is very, very useful, and it's fast and it's precise. You're gonna get the correct answer if you use this triangle the way it is. First, draw the triangle. Get the equation from the equation sheet. Insert into the triangle. The first letter is written at the top part of the triangle, and then the other letters is written at the bottom. And then you put the symbols of times and division in between those parameters. Whatever, depending on what you're looking for, you cover that up. The remaining two parameters, they put them, write them out, and then put the sign between them. Easy. So let's take it further now. Try to solve one simple example using the equation triangle. All right. So let's go to this question now. So this work example says heating element has a resistance of 20 ohms. If it is connected to 240 volts power supply, how much current is flowing through it? How much current? So that means the question is asking you to find the current flowing in the circuit, flowing in that heating element. So current I, remember, you cover this up and then you have V divided by R. So this is what we're looking for. So from the question, so we're not interested in this one, right? I'm gonna, so this is V divided by R. So from the question, what is the V? What is the R? The fastest and the easiest way to get your V is to look at that figure with a V by the side, which is 240 volts. So your voltage is 240, and then your R, remember, is measured in ohms, which is symbol omega. So the one with omega sign is this one, which is 20. So that will be 20 divided by, that will be 240 divided by 20, and then you have 12. Easy. And then the unit of current based on the previous slide, which I explained, the unit of current is amps or just A. So you can write it as 12 amps or 12 A, or even write it in full as 12 ampere. Easy. How is it to rearrange questions to find any quest to solve any questions on simple electricity? Now we're going to look at one more example on this one, and then we're gonna give you some tasks to do. I'm going to start this from scratch. I'm going to rub this off and start this from the scratch. So the question said an LED light bulb draws a current of 0.5 amps when connected to a 12-volt battery. What is the resistance of the bulb? You can see you're looking for the resistance, which is R. All you need to do is to cover this up, which is what you're looking for, and then you're left with V and I. That is V divided by I. So I'm going to do that again here. So I've got my triangle. I've got my triangle like this with my V, my I, and my R. The time sign between this one is a division, and that one is a division. So what the question is asking is to find the resistance. So this is what I'm looking for. Cross this out, you're left with V and I. So that means your resistance R is equals to V divided by I. Now, V is so easy to get from the question. Just look for that number that's got the letter V by the side, and that is 12. So that's going to be 12 volts. So that will be 12 volts divided by, or 12 divided by I, which is the current, which is the one with amps, which is 0.5. That's 0.5. So that will be 12 divided by 5, and that will be, so I'm going to just take this out so you don't get it confusing. You can take this out and leave it as 12, and then take this out and leave it as 0.5. So that's going to be 24. And then the unit of resistance is ohms. Easy, magic. This is what a lot of students actually struggle to answer in a simple, just on simple electric circuits. A lot of students find it so challenging to rearrange the equation. But I can bet you, if you know how to use the equation triangle properly, you are halfway through to answering the questions. The only thing that is left is for you to identify what V stands for, and what I stand for, and what R stands for, and how to identify them from a given question. And once you're able to identify these parameters, you're done. This is actually a 3-marker question, even 4, because number 1, you're asked to find the resistance, which means you have to rearrange the equation to get it. That is 3 marks. And then actually writing the right unit, that is an extra mark. That makes it 4 marks. So I can as well write this one as 24 ohms, which is a symbol. All of this one will give you your 4 marks, and you're good. So this is how to use the equation triangle to solve questions on simple electric circuits. So the quick recap on what we've done, so what we've learned so far is, number 1, find the equation from the equation sheet. Now put that into the equation triangle, rearrange it and put it into the equation triangle. And also, depending on what the question asks you to find, what the parameter the question asks you to find, you cover that up, and then you can. Right, so we've been able to answer this question and put the right units after you've gotten the final answer, rearranging the equation, getting that equation from the equation sheet, put it into the equation triangle, covering the part that we're looking for, and that leaves off with 2 other parameters, putting that as an equation, which is V divided by I, getting the right answer and putting the right unit. So at this point, I'm going to give you some tasks to do to work out resistance, current, as well as potential difference in 3 different questions. But before we do that, there's something which is a bit tricky, which I need you to know, which is about submultiples given anytime you are trying to solve some questions in physics. We have submultiples. Sometimes some units are given in kilo and some are given in milli. So you must know how to apply changes to the basic unit before you solve the question. For example, if you're given in kilo, you must times it by 1,000. If you're given in milli, that means you're going to divide by 1,000. Now, this two is the most pronounced submultiples and multiples used in GCSE questions. But there are a whole lot of multiples and submultiples used, but this is more useful for GCSE exams. I'm going to just stick to that one, and subsequent clips for A level, I'm going to expand more on other submultiples and multiples that we have. Right, so if for instance you're asked to change from 10 milliamps to, you're given 10 milliamps in a question, ideally you have to change it to amps by dividing by 1,000. So that's going to be 10 divided by 1,000, and that will give you 0.001 amps. And if you're given, for instance, 2 kilo ohms to the basic unit of ohms will be, because it's kilo, you've got to multiply by 1,000, and that is going to change to 2 times 1,000, which is 2,000 ohms, before you use it in the equation triangle and to get your final answer. It is actually proper for you to change from these submultiples and multiples into the basic unit before you use in the equation triangle. Okay, I'm giving you a moment to just copy this down because it's going to be useful in solving one challenging question which comes up in the next slide. All right, so I'm going to pause the video now. You can pause the video and put this down somewhere as a note before you answer the question. Right, so you've got these practice questions to do. You've got the question right there. You've got the second question, which is asking to find current. The third one is asking to find the resistance. And then the challenge question, you've got some units, multiples of the basic unit. That means you have to change it to the unit before you use it in the equation triangle. And the first part is asking you to find the current in ampere. And then the second part is asking you to find the current in milliampere. It's pretty tricky, but it's just using the equation triangle and changing from those submultiples to the basic unit before answering the question. Okay, so you can pause the video while you try to answer the question. All right. Right, that you've done through the questions, let's have a look at the answer that you have. A question that should give you 30 volts. Second should give you 3 amps. The third one should give you that. And then the fourth question, which is a challenge question in amps, that should be 0.005 amps. And if you want to rewrite this in milliamps, that should give you 5 milliamps. Remember, 5 milliamps to amp is 5 divided by 1,000, and that's going to give you 0.005. If you got 5 out of 5 or you got 4 out of 5, that's a thumbs up to you. That's a grade 9. That's a grade A performance. Well done to you. That's good. If you're struggling to kind of regard these answers, or you maybe got any of the questions wrong, you need to kind of video it once again and see where some of those things can be fixed before you answer the question again. Okay, so how far we can take in this episode of the dot concept physics. Subsequent lessons, you're going to be learning more about another challenging question that pops up on GCSE exam. Okay, so this point, before you end this section, can you try and subscribe to the video and kind of your friends also to make use of some of the on how to answer questions involving equations and rearranging the question in physics. All right, thank you very much. Have a good day. See you next time. Bye.